educators who go out and make a difference in the lives of students. I would tell you that as I have a chance to talk to policymakers and thought leaders across the state and across the nation, there is many crises that we're facing as a nation, but maybe none so great as the demand for amazing educators for the next generation. At the cornerstone of our communities are our schools, and I think that the one-room schoolhouse is absolutely a testament to what that means. For those that don't know, in 1975, this schoolhouse made its way to EKU. This was at the urging to Dr. Martin at the time to bring it here. My understanding is this building was a circa 1900 school that made its way from Estill County to right here on the EKU campus. And when it made its way here, it became really a symbol of who we are as an institution and what we're committed to. As we continue to move forward in shaping opportunity for students, we must do so with an eye toward the fact that the key to success, the key to our future, is education for each one of those. And so today's a great chance for us to celebrate with some who taught in this building, some who had the chance to learn in this building, but I hope it's an inspiration about what is possible with education.
I would like to ask Wanda Horn to come up here and stand with me. Wanda Horn is the last person to teach in this school. She taught 4 years here in 1960 through 64.
Many of the artifacts that you see in the building, the schoolhouse, were given by actual students and some of our friends of the college and donors and their family members.
When Dr. Mullins and I started looking at this project, we decided to go a different way. Instead, we wanted to look at the end of Granny Richardson Springs Run rather than the beginning. So the artifacts that you'll see inside the school are essentially pre-1964. We really focused on the 1940s and 50s and those things that would have been in a classroom when folks my age were in elementary school.
Older students helped gather wood, fill the water bucket at the spring, and sweep the floor, wipe down the chalkboard. Besides a globe and a few maps, students had few instructional materials other than basic textbooks and instructional charts.
You'll see that the museum is still in development. There's some temporary signage that we have inside that is intended to try to inform the visitor to various things about not just the schoolhouse and the artifacts in there, but more generally about the history of schooling in Kentucky. So our hope is that the school will continue to be a place where people go to learn.
And since this school was moved from Estill County to the campus here 45 years ago in 1976, it is important for folks like President McFadden, Dean Powers, Dr. Day, Marie Four, and others to help preserve the structure.
Eli Sparks donated the school and Robert Martin brought it here. The intention was to set up a museum that would kind of freeze 1900 in time.
One-room schools were very common in the early rural America. This was especially true in the hills and hollows of eastern Kentucky. In fact, EKU was founded in 1906 as Eastern Kentucky State Normal School, 6 years after this little school was built. The normal school was established for the primary purpose of training teachers for those one-room schools in Eastern Kentucky.
I want you to think about something. I want you to think about the establishment of a school system in Kentucky and what we really meant to do as a state. And the system was meant to be a system of practical equality in which the children of the rich and poor meet on a perfect level, and the only superiority is the superiority of the mind. My little one-room schoolhouse continues to live and give, she said. I now know the education I received in that tiny structure was the open door to a much larger world a helping hand that ensured me a quality entry into the future.